Irving Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning.
From MacArthur High School, it's the Game of the Week on ICTM. Tonight, doubleheader action. The Irving Tigers and MacArthur Cardinals are cranking it up. Hi again, everyone. I'm Lance Brown. Bob Berry alongside. So glad to have you along. It's always fun to watch these intercity contests. And although in an earlier contest, MacArthur blew out Irving, the Lady Tigers are coming off a big upset victory over Trinity the other night. Here are the starters, Sanchez, and let's go. We're just about set to go. So here's Bob Berry with a play-by-play.
Okay, thank you, Lance, and good evening, everyone. This game being taped on the night of January the 17th. And we're all set for the big contest. Warren to do the jumping for the Lady Cardinals, and the tip is up in the air and controlled by Irving. Dillingham, the ball carrier, with it right now. Irving, the visiting team, in black and silver, and the Cardinals, the home team, they are in white with the red numerals. Zone defense being employed by the Cardinals. Pass thrown away and picked up by Torrey Jacobs. Quickly up come the Cardinals. This is Driver. Long cross-court pass to a teammate who drives and loses the ball. Picked up by Dillingham. Now she passes it off to her teammate Sanchez. Back to Aaron Sanchez. The Tigers really at a disadvantage tonight. They are suiting up just 7 players. Really makes it rough. On the outside with the ball is Dillingham. You got a feeling, Lance, that the Tigers are just going to take their time and take their shots. No, they can't be running up and down. That's just not their game. Not when you've only got 7 players.
And they can't run and gun with this MacArthur team anyway. If they had 10 players.
Sanchez for 3. Hits the top of the rim, no good. Warren with the board. Warren, by the way, has won herself a full scholarship to Arkansas State University. Pass to Nusi underneath, blows the easy layup, and a foul is going to be called.
Boy, that was a good pass by Driver. She saw Nusi all alone, and well, you just couldn't put it in. But they get another chance here.
Pass to Warren all alone, lays it up and in. Jacobs to Warren. You're going to see a lot of that tonight. And the Cardinals out in front 2-0. Here's Driver almost stealing the ball, and now the Cardinals do have it. Driver pushes it off to her teammate, lays it up, lays it in.
Colquitt.
Assist for Driver, basket by Ty Colquitt. Cards up 4-0. Nice move by Sanchez. Shooting for a three-pointer around and no good. The shot that taken by Needham. This is Driver up across the timeline. Passes off to her teammate. Colquitt puts it up in and is fouled in the act of shooting. A two-handed layup by Colquitt, banked it in off the glass, and now to try and make this a three-point play.
Really sharp passing so far right now by MacArthur. Watch Driver one more time as she gets down, gets a great pass off, and Colquitt goes off the glass, and now with a chance at a three-point play. And coming into the ball game is Allison Gomez.
She'll take Warren's place. Colquitt attempting the three-point play right now. In and out, no good. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Max, so it will be Irving ball.
Well, Colquitt's only a 47% free throw shooter, so one of the things she has to work on.
Pressure applied by the Cardinals, broken up, however, and the ball knocked aside by Davis. I beg your pardon, Torrey Jacobs. Jacobs knocking that ball aside. It'll be Cardinal ball as Warren comes back in and Gamis comes out. So quick time on the bench for Warren, and she's back in the game. She being the tallest player out on the court. She's 6'2".
You get that height out there, and that's the one thing the coach can't teach. I don't know whether you saw it or not, Bob, when UConn played Baylor the other night in girls basketball, but UConn, terrific basketball game, but UConn's height advantage was just too much for the Bears to overcome. University of Connecticut, their girls basketball has been solid for years. Oh, yeah. They're number one. They're undefeated. And a timeout called by Lady Tigers.
Vance Hughes trying to bring his gals together. I talked to Coach Hughes just before the game began, saying, have you ever, in all the years that you've coached, had as few as 7 players getting ready for a game? And he said, well, one time when I was coaching back in Kennedale, he said, but that's a very small town, which it is.
Right.
3A school. He said, but that's the only time. And basically, they had a lot more players on the squad. But we had one girl out with a concussion. They've had grade problems, and some girls just quit.
Well, you know, it all takes its toll. And Susie Oschlegel, 28 years on the job at MacArthur, and she just does an amazing job year after year.
She's a great recruiter. That's one of the reasons.
That's what she does.
You know, I got to get them in here.
She goes out and gets in those hallways and
Exactly.
say, hey, you get out for basketball, girl.
That's how you recruit in the high school level, yeah. A trap against Dillingham. The ball stolen away. This is Driver. She'll put the shot up, no good. But she is fouled in the act of shooting. Tierra Needham being assessed that personal foul, so Driver will go on the line. I think Driver is a good example here. If you're bound and determined to succeed at something and you work really hard, generally speaking, you can do it. This girl is just 5 feet tall. We said that Warren is the tallest on the court. Driver is the shortest, but she is a tremendous talent. Got a lot of energy, is an excellent passer.
Well, she is a hard worker.
Yeah.
There's no question about it. And she's 72% free throw shooter. You know, when you're her height, vertically challenged, let's put it that way, you got to develop other parts of your game to be a starter, and she's done a good job at that.
Yes, she has. Basically, when you look at it on the offensive aspect of this game, there are 3 factors. One is rebounding, then passing and shooting. Well, she's not going to be a rebounder here. Banking it in off the glass and in is Erin Sanchez. The first basket for the night for the Irving Tigers. But Driver is an excellent passer, very unselfish player, and a very good ball handler, as you can see right there.
Well, you can see she's one of those gym rats.
Again, the zone defense being employed by the Tigers. Pass underneath the player up and shot no good.
Well, that was a pretty pass, though.
Tigers with the ball. Stolen away by Gamis. Looks for an open player, doesn't find one, so she shoot it no good. And the board taken off by the Cardinals. It was saved by the Tigers, but then batted into the hands of the Cardinals. 3-point attempt by Driver, no good. This is Dory Jacobs driving, shooting, no good, but she'll go to the line. She was fouled. We mentioned that Warren has won herself a scholarship to Arkansas State. Driver going to go to the University of Minnesota.
No, Jacobs is.
Jacobs, I beg your pardon, right. Dory Jacobs has won that scholarship. Torrey will be a Golden Gopher.
I'm trying to picture that in my head.
10-2 to score. Ball stolen away again by Gamis.
This is what Mac does with that full court pressure.
Yeah. Driving a reach-in foul going to be called against Irving. Let's see if they'll call it a shooting foul or foul before she puts the shot up. It is not a shooting violation.
Kerry Jackson coming in for MacArthur. Putting more size out there.
Gammas out, Jackson in. Warren back out on the bench. Jacobs looking for a cutter. Gets it to Jackson. Her shot up and in. Well, that didn't take long. First time she got her hands on the ball, Jackson puts it through the hoop. Nice pass, shot up and in. Credit the basket to Needham, and the very nice feed by Aaron Sanchez.
That was nicely done.
Yes, it was. Again, they got a gal wide open, but she kicks it back out.
Smart play by Hardiman. It wasn't there. She didn't try to force it. I like the discipline.
Hardiman will try for three. Her try is successful. Hardiman, a sophomore.
6 different people have scored so far from MacArthur here in the first quarter.
Shot up by the Tigers, no good. The rebound taken off by Sanchez. Carr loses it, stolen away by Driver. Driver to her teammate. Shot is up and no good by Colquitt. Cardinals out in front, 15-4.
Colquitt looks like she's really reaching for some breath.
Well, it'll do it when you run up and down that court.
Oh, yeah.
Driver for three. Around, no good. Jackson with the board. Ball knocked around, stolen off by Driver. Passes off to her teammate, and the Cardinals save it. That's the speed of Driver. Really quick hands. Hardiman again. This time, no good. He's trying to replicate that three-pointer. A little short this time. Tori Jacobs with the steal. Flips it up, no good. And let's see, do they call the foul? No foul. So Jacobs losing her balance and the ball. And the Tigers have it. This is Dillingham with it. Sanchez passes to a teammate. The shot is up by Needham, no good. Rebound up and no good, and a foul going to be called against the Cardinals.
Foul's on Jackson.
Aaron Sanchez will be the shooter. Coming in for the Tigers will be their freshman. Sanchez's first shot is up and in. Now entering your screen, there she is right there. Carr getting a breather. Manal Yao is a freshman. They brought her up when they had just 6 players.
Makes practices difficult too.
Yeah. Sanchez gets them both. 15-6 the score. Open for the shot, taking it and missing it that time is Essence Wells. There's a long outlet pass. The shot is up and in. And fouled in the act of shooting, and going to the line will be Crystal Okiki. She's got 2 with an attempt now coming up from the foul line to make this a 3-point play.
Crystal, their leading scorer, at nearly 13 points a ball game. Let's watch it one more time with a nice pass here to Crystal.
Yeah. Very nice indeed.
And Crystal does a good job of getting the ball in separation, but misses the free throw.
Driver with it. Passes back out to Gammas. Now this is Jacobs for 3. No good as it rolls around the rim. Needham with the rebound. This is Dillingham. Dillingham shoots. I think we're going to call this foul against Jackson.
Well,
a little bit of the body on that one.
I don't know about that, Bob. I think that's kind of ticky-tack, don't you think? And immediately off the bench, we're going to see a change. Yeah. Dejan is going to come out there after 2 straight fouls. Colquitt's going to come back in here in a moment. And Dillingham hits the first and gets really whacked there. Well, if you're gonna foul, for goodness sakes, make it a good foul, right? There's Dillingham's stats at almost 9 points a game.
Her attempt at the line rolls in and then out. And the Cardinals have it as we have about 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter. This is Jacobs with the drive, puts the one-hander up and in. Torrey's first basket of the night. Fading seconds here as the Cardinals put on the pressure. They'll try and deny Irving the opportunity of getting a shot. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Good defense by the Cards. So the first quarter now in the books. And MacArthur out in front by a count of 17-9. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're all set for the quarter. Starting the second quarter of play now. Again, the Cardinals here at home. Got a nice crowd turning out. They even have a little bit of the band playing in the background. Pass underneath and then kicking it out is Nusi. This is Jacobs with it. Spin move. And throws it away. She was trying to hit Nusi, who was cutting toward the basket.
Yeah, she was zigging and Jacobs thought she was going to zag.
Yeah.
This is what's killed the Tigers tonight, is that press, but they did a good job there.
Shut up, no good. Rebound up and in.
Okiki.
Yeah, Okiki's got the follow-up shot, making it, and then fouled in the act of shooting.
Let's watch it again one more time as they get it inside. And the missed shot by Needham, but then Okiki does a great job of going up and getting it.
Cannot, however, to get that foul shot to drop. So it's 17-11. Warren back in the game. This is Colquitt to Driver. Driver will take the three. Hits the back of the rim. Warren fighting for the rebound and has got it. The tallest player, Warren, feeding her teammate, the shortest player, Driver. Ball knocked out of bounds. Jacobs will put it in for the for the Cardinals.
Driver is a 25% three-point shooter, meaning she hits 1 out of every 4 she tries.
Warren to Driver. This is Colquitt for 3. Going to be short. And the ball taken off by Dillingham. Quick outlet pass to Sanchez. And the ball thrown away.
Tell you what, with some of these they're taken, Bob, are NBA three-pointers.
Yeah. They're not shy.
A lot of purists didn't like it, Bob, when they put the three-point shot in, but I liked it.
Oh, I think it's great for the game.
It opened the game up.
Yeah. This is Driver again at the top of the circle. Feeds Colquitt. Back it comes to Driver.
Good defense by the Tigers that time.
Good zone defense. And when you have a very small squad, and I'm talking about numbers of players, as the Tigers do tonight, this is what you want to do, play zone defense.
Yeah, well, you can't play full court pressure defense like Mac can because they got a deep squad and can just keep throwing fresh bodies out there.
Driver was pushed. And that will be the 5th team foul against Irving. It's not a shooting foul.
Sanchez getting hit with that one for the reach-in. See 2 more substitutions in for Mac. They're constantly getting those fresh bodies out there to put that full court pressure in.
Dijon back in,
along with Jacobs. So 3 changes.
Try to get it into Warren, but the ball was underthrown. And so the Tigers, with good defense, have got the ball. The shot for 3 is going to be off to the side. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Needham of Irving. So the Tigers will be back on defense, and the Cardinals have the ball.
Been nearly 3 minutes here in this quarter, and Mac scoreless still.
Good defense here by the Tigers.
Good point.
Yeah. Driver has to put it back out.
That was a great job there. Warren comes out high to get some screens, but
this is Jacobs, feeds her teammate who took steps. Steps taken by Gamis underneath the basket, but could not take advantage of that positioning. 5:03 remaining in the first half. Mac up by 6. 17-11 the score. This is Dillingham from downtown, a 3-point attempt, no good. And the ball taken off by Irving, shot up way off the mark. Dillingham is stripped of the ball, goes out of bounds, and it will be the Tiger ball. Vance Hughes, the coach, yelling out to his players, rewind. This is Sanchez. Inside they go to Okiki. The turn shot in and out. And Driver, the shortest player on the court, gets the rebound. Torrey Jacobs with a one-hander. No good. Ball taken off by the Tigers. Doing the rebounding was Okiki. Now this is Dillingham with it.
Lady Cards scoreless after nearly half a quarter, as we are right at the 4-minute mark here.
Shot is put up, no good, and the ball taken down by the Cards. Doing the taking that time was Dijon. Shot way off the mark.
Now both teams are pretty bad with the shooting so far. It's only 2-0 ball game in this quarter.
They're trying to trap Dillingham, but she's a good ball handler and gets it over to Sanchez. Nice job by Dillingham. Here's an attempt for 3. Got it. Driving it home.
Tierra Needham.
Yeah. Needham's first points of the night.
It's only a 3-point game now, ladies and
Boy,
gentlemen.
who would think it, you know. Gamis into Warren. Warren turns, shoots, hits.
Well, they went nearly 5 minutes in that quarter before they finally scored.
Gotta get that 10-second violation or a timeout called. Timeout.
Good timeout, too.
Yeah.
They were about to get hit with a 10-second violation.
Exactly, yeah.
Use them or lose them. Well, coming up next week on ICTN, Bob, we're going to be doing some college round ball, aren't we?
Yes. Richland and Northlake. And that game will be at Richland. We're going to see the impressive Thunder Ducks.
Well, actually, it's at Northlake, but yeah, we're going to see the Thunder Ducks. A Thunder Duck, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Those are the times you'll see it here on ICTN. A Thunder Duck. Interesting visual in your mind on what a Thunder Duck might look like.
Well, you talk about that, you know, you think of all the mascots in Major League Baseball now. I think there are just 3 teams now that don't have a mascot. The Yankees and the Dodgers, and the Cubs are just initiating one, so maybe they're just 2 teams. But for some reason, the Yankees and Dodgers have never gone to a mascot. Everyone else has, you know.
Yeah. The most famous being the one who really wasn't a singular, who hasn't been a singular mascot for a long time, the San Diego Chicken.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's still doing that, Ted Gianolis. He is, we're told. Ted's getting kind of old to do that stuff, too. I remember him 30 years ago.
Again, the zone defense this time employed by the Cardinals. Cards with it, gets it out to Dillingham. Okiki, the turn shot, got it.
Boy, she worked for that shot and did a great job.
Yes, she did. She was in traffic.
It's a 2-point ball game. 3-point, excuse me.
19-16 the score. Driver will pull it back. Shot is up and got it. Give the points to Gammis, and again a great pass that time by Driver. An attempt for 3 points way off the mark. Carr puts a shot up, no good. Rebound is up and in. And the basket that time by Needham. That's Tiara Needham. She now with 5 points.
And the Lady Tigers have adjusted quite well to the full court pressure. They're doing pretty good.
Driver way off the mark with that shot. This is Colquitt with it. Gets it back to Gammis. We're coming down to 1 minute. Colquitt shot is up, no good. Rebound fought for and taken off this time by the Tigers. Doing the taking was Aaron Sanchez, now double teamed. But the Tigers control, they bring it in offensive court. Dillingham, the left-hander runner, is up, no good. Rebound by Sanchez is missed. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Cardinal ball with 36 seconds to go. Boy, I am really impressed with the Lady Tigers. They are playing their hearts out tonight.
They got off to a slow start, but they are doing a terrific job now. Again, they're doing a much better job of not getting hassled by the MAC press.
Warren's shot is up, no good. Tiara Needham with the rebound. Gammis almost stole it, but not quite. Carr with the ball. The shot is up and good. Tiara Needham hitting again.
1 point ball game.
A 1 point game. 6 seconds to go. Colquitt from downtown, no good at the buzzer. And the half is now in the books, in a tremendous first half by the Irving Tigers. Boy, you talk about playing your heart out. 21-20, the score at halftime. The Cardinals with the narrowest of margins. We'll be back with the highlights of the first half and scoring figures for you in just a moment.
Just about set to start the third quarter of action here, and it is a tight ball game as Mac leading by 1 point. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of this. It was Mac going out to an early lead. It was looking easy, but then Irving comes back. Here's a 3-point shot by Needham that really helped put him back there. Tiara with 7 points to lead all scorers here. Crystal Okiki with 6, and Sanchez with 4, and the rest. Now for the Lady Cardinals, no one with more than 4. Colquitt, Jacobs, and Warren all with 4 points thus far in this ball game. It has been interesting because the Tigers had a lot of trouble with the Cardinal press in the first quarter, and looked like the Lady Cards were just going to run them right out of the gym. But then all of a sudden, they kept working hard, the Lady Tigers did, and they were able to start beating the press that had bothered them so much. And then their defense started working on Mac, and Mac was very cold in that second quarter, obviously only scoring 4 points. So here's Bob Berry with quarter number 3.
Well, it's been a big surprise as far as I'm concerned. I thought this would really be a blowout, but it is certainly not that. It's a great game. 21-20, the Tigers with the ball. And inside and putting the shot up over the arms of Warren, but missing was Okeke. Now Colquitt's got it. Jacobs hits the tray.
Well, you know, Irving did score an upset over Trinity this week.
That they did, yeah. They did. Ball stolen away by Torrey Jacobs. Torrey passing off to her teammate. Her shot no good. Nussi could not hit the 5-foot layup. This is Dillingham with it. Sanchez in the corner, driving to the basket. Passes off to her teammate who banks it in. Basket by Needham.
Brianna Needham that time.
24-22. Cardinals with the ball and a 2-point lead. This is Driver pulling it back for the time being.
Lady Tigers still with an outside shot at the playoffs.
Warren, 15-foot shot, no good. She gets her own rebound. Driving is Colquitt, passes up, but Nussi could not hold it. And the Tigers will have the ball.
Matter of fact, at the next time out, we'll go ahead and show you the standings, as we haven't had a chance to do that yet, but give you a little bit of idea of what they're playing for in this contest, because it's a very close race.
This is Sanchez, puts up the left-hander in and out. The ball fought for, and nice play that time by Okeke.
Boy,
who's going out of bounds, and this just backhanded the ball into the Cardinal player, and then the ball went out of bounds. So the Tigers have got the ball. Heads-up play by Okeke. An attempt for three, got it. The Tigers have taken the lead, 25-24. Colquitt with it. Gets it out to Gammis. Gammis for three. Got it.
Well, that's a good way to answer it.
Allison Gammis matching the Irving tray, and it's 27-25 Cardinals. Sanchez trying to get the pass. It was knocked off a Cardinal player, and the Cards pick up the rebound. This is Colquitt feeding Driver. Driver to the basket. Driver shoots no good, and she's fouled in the act of shooting. So she'll go to the line. I think Lance said that Driver is about a 72% foul shooter. So she'll have an opportunity here to bang in 2 points.
She right now among the current players, well, actually she's 79% from the line.
I'll take it back. Okay, now she's 72 when she missed that shot.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. She has just 2 points in the game, both from the foul line. Looking for point number 3. And if she gets it, she'll put her team up by 3, 28-25. 5:07 remaining in the third quarter. Bob Berry here along with Lance Brown on ICTN, and Driver hits it. Shot way off the mark. And this is Driver with the ball. Driver feeds Gammis. Again, she'll try for three. No good this time. A fight for the ball, and Okeke takes it away from Newsom. Driving to the basket, putting the shot up and in. And fouled in the act of shooting as she tossed that prayer up was Sanchez. So Erin has got an opportunity here to tie this game up, should she make this foul shot.
Let's watch it again here. She makes the nice drive off the glass. And look at the disgust in the face of Gomez.
Sanchez trying to tie the game up at 28. And that's exactly what she does.
How about that, folks? Boy, they're playing good defense.
Yes, they are.
The Lady Tigers. They're rotating that zone nicely.
This is Warren. Feeds Driver. Driver thought about taking a three. Now she'll feed Colquitt, and let's see what they're going to call.
5 seconds. Oh, timeout.
Timeout. Susie O'Schlegel wants to talk to her girls.
While we get this timeout, let's take a look at the standings if we can put them up real quick to show you what this ball game is all about. 3 teams are tied for second place: Mac, Trinity, and Heritage. Trinity thinking, hey, we should be tied with Bell, but now you lost to Irving. And so you can see Irving tied with Grapevine. They still have the possibility of making the playoffs, so many good things have to happen, like winning tonight. But you can see how much they've improved, Bob, from what we saw them earlier in the season. I mean,
definitely.
They are looking a lot better. The defense you just saw, really, in this second and third quarters, that zone has been giving Mac problems. They're not shooting well, and Irving is rotating very well. And remember, they don't have a lot of bodies to keep throwing out there.
Just 7 kids on the team, and that includes a freshman that they brought up just 1 game ago. Tori Jacobs hits the tray. That's her second tray of the night. Tori now with 10 points. Her team up by 3, 31-28.
Well, when in doubt, Gerace is supposed to take charge.
Reach and foul charge to Driver. Dillingham with it. Driver all over her. Okiki to the basket, puts the shot up, no good. But she's fouled on the act of shooting, and let's see if Warren will be assessed the personal.
Oh, yeah. By the way, the officials for tonight's ball game: Bart Davis, Mike Hill, and Baz Banks. They'll do the boys' game right after this, too.
Okiki on the line hits the first one. She now has 7 points. That foul was assessed to Warren. Okiki makes them both. 31-30. The Cardinals up by 1. That's Gamis with it. Colquitt to Driver. Gamis almost lost it. Now Driver has it. Driver penetrates, puts it up, and no good. Whoa.
Oh, that's a shame it didn't fall, really, because that's such a beautiful drive.
Tierra Needham got the board. Carr saves the loose pass. Gets it back out to Dillingham. In under the baseline they go to Tierra Needham, but she couldn't hold on to it. Colquitt on the drive, puts the shot up, no good. Warren with the board, no good. Warren the follow-up, no good. And let's see, a foul underneath. And I think they're going to call it on, let's see who, on Warren, or did they say she took steps? No foul, apparently just a technical infraction. This is Tiara Needham with it, up against Gamish. Needham driving, Needham shooting, no good, wow. Got open for a shot, but couldn't get it to drop. This is Gamish bringing it up across the timeline. She'll give it back to Colquitt. 31-30. The teams have been even here in the third quarter. Gamish hits the tray. Well, Allison has really made her presence felt here in the third quarter. She has a pair of three-pointers. Her team leads by 34-30, with 1:38 remaining here in the third quarter.
Well, that's the fifth tray we've had in this quarter. 4 by Mac, 1 by the Lady Tigers.
This is Sanchez, has the ball knocked away, and a reach-in foul going to be called against the Irving Tigers.
Sanchez put a hand in there, and they have to be cool because they cannot afford to get a lot of girls in foul trouble or fouling
not at
out.
all. Yeah. As far as fouls are concerned, it's just the second team foul for Irving here in the second half. The Cardinals have picked up 4. Driver at the top of the circle up against Carr. She'll pull it back. Now she passes off to Gamis. Back to Driver. Warren underneath. Loses the ball. Warren made that classic mistake of getting the ball and then bouncing it rather than going up for the shot.
Yeah, Warren just got pulled from the game, and she wasn't happy about what she did there. Karen Jackson replaces her.
Colquitt off the fingertips of Dillingham. This is Carr, feeds Dillingham, open for the shot, and gets it. 34-32, the Cardinals up by 2. In the closing minutes of the third quarter, Driver to Colquitt. Here's Jacobs, goes for 3, hits. Whoa,
she is on fire.
3 trays for Jacobs here in the quarter. 37-32, the Cardinals by 5. Good defense by Colquitt. Wow, she's all over this girl. This is Carr. We have a tie-up or a foul. Got a foul. The foul on Gavish. Tiara Needham will inbound.
6 seconds left.
This is Sanchez. She drives, puts it back. Tiara Needham for 3. In and out.
Wow, what an exciting quarter.
Well, that's the end of the third quarter of play. The Cardinals with a 5-point lead, lead it 37-32. We'll be back in a moment.
Ready to start the fourth quarter of action, and right now let's talk about the good folk who bring you the ball game of the week each week on ICTN. Our longtime sponsor, Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning, that charter sponsor, meaning they've been with us since we started doing these broadcasts a long time ago. Thank you to the Stavely folks. Bob, get us going.
Well, the Cardinals have got the ball. They have a player underneath Colquitt, shot no good, but she is fouled.
Well, the Lady Cardinals lead by 5, and what's the difference? They had 5 3-pointers in that quarter.
They did not make a 2-point basket. Isn't that something? Colquitt's first attempt is hits the back of the iron and bounces out. She's had 2 opportunities thus far from the foul line and has missed them both. Her team up by 5. Make it 6. Pass stolen away by Jacobs. Jacobs hits Colquitt. Ball rejected by Dillingham. Great defensive play.
Wonderful job by Kira Dillingham. Kiana, excuse me, Kiana. Great, look at this play right here. Jacobs with a good pass, and Dillingham, she does a great job.
Driver for 3, got it.
Nothing but the bottom of the net on that one.
Cardinals up by 9. And now a violation against the Irving Tigers.
Now they pound the ball, turn it over.
Here is Driver with the ball. Gammas putting it up. No good. Loose ball bounced around and taken off by the Tigers. The shot by Gammas is good, and she's fouled in the act of shooting. Gammas really making her presence felt tonight. This girl is a freshman, but she's had a pair of threes, and she's had 2 two-point baskets, and she's got the opportunity to make her first foul shot when time resumes.
Well, Gammas came into this ball game, Bob, having scored only 37 points the entire year, and she's already got, what, 10 dozen tonight. So,
yeah,
she has really stepped in and picked up the pace here. 11-point lead right now for the Cards, but you know it's a lot better game than what the score is indicating right now. Irving hasn't won a game against Mac. No, way back since Bush was president. Irving has lost 15 in a row to Mac. That was right around the time Odyssey Sims started playing, and when she came out, it's been a magnificent run for Mac since then in terms of the inner city games.
There's Gammas' shot up and no good. Okiki with the board. She's double teamed, but breaks that modified press, feeds Dillingham. Dillingham gets it off to Sanchez, who drives, puts a desperation shot up, no good. And she's fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll go to the line. I think these Irving girls will sleep well tonight. We talk about running up and down this court. Boy, you know they got to be exhausted.
Yeah.
Sanchez with 2 attempts at the foul line. That first one hits the front of the rim and bounces back. Jackson coming in for the Cardinals. She replaces Jasmine Hardiman, who's in for just a moment.
Sanchez, just a sophomore, averaging about a dozen points a ball game. And she has 8 now.
10-point game. And the Cardinals have got the ball. Jacobs passes to Colquitt, who's all alone.
Oh, dear.
And blows the layup. She was so wide open. I don't know if she could believe how wide open she was. But she had difficulty handling the pass.
Yeah.
And then couldn't get the shot to fall. Driver for 3, around and out. And the ball taken off by, let's see who they're going to give it to. The Cardinal ball. Colquitt with it, feeds Gammis. Gammis at the top of the circle to Jackson. Now to Driver. This is Colquitt. Driver has it. Spins and is hammered by Sanchez.
I think it was Dillingham who got her. Yeah, it was.
Dillingham?
Yeah.
Okay. 5:55 to go. It's not a shooting foul. It's the 15th foul against the Tigers. The Cardinals have committed 6. Driver with the one-hand floating shot, no good. Great rebound by Gammis, who came from nowhere to get that ball and then almost lost it.
Well, Jacobs had the shot there and just wouldn't fall for her. But she's been hot with the three-pointers here in the second half.
Most certainly has. Susie Oschlegel calling a timeout for the Cardinals. They've got a 10-point lead with 5:44 remaining here in the ball game.
Aaron Delatorre, the head football coach and athletic coordinator at Irving High. Trying to get kids scholarships right now. And
Dallas Morning News came out with their all-district players. And in 6-5A, they had an interesting vote, I thought. They said the best high school coaching staff, the Irving Tigers in 6-5A.
Well, they did a good job this year, didn't they?
Here's a try for 3 points and in. Driver putting it up. It fell through for her. And the Cardinals now with a 13-point lead. Okiki turns and loses the ball. Jacobs feeds Driver.
Dillingham with a reach in.
Yeah, that's a foul. Yeah.
16 foul.
Torrey Jacobs will inbound for the Cardinals.
One more and we're in the bonus for both teams.
This is Colquitt with the ball. Gammis puts up a two-handed shot, no good. And a foul going to be called. Let's see if that's Okiki over the back. I don't know what they're going to call. Jackson to do the shooting. Okiki picking up the personal.
Okiki gets the rebound. As Jackson misses the first of the one-on-one.
Sanchez driving by Gammis, and a reach-in foul going to be called against Gammis.
Shooting one-on-ones.
Erin Sanchez, who has her team's only point here in the fourth quarter, has an opportunity to add to it, and does. She hits that one. Now she gets the bonus. Gets them both. Gammis passes to Jacobs, who puts the one-hander up and in. Torrey now with 15 points, her team up 48-35.
Well, Torrey's hit her average tonight.
Boy, has she ever. Really got some hot hands there. Sanchez with a floating shot, no good. And they're going to give the ball, I think, to Irving. Okay. For a second, I thought it was going to go to the Cardinals. Warren comes in, and Allison Gammis will take a rest. She deserves it. She has really played well. Carr will inbound for the Tigers. Looking through a maze of bodies, and the pass is stolen away. There is Jacobs. Bounce pass to Colquitt. Driver almost lost it. Controls the ball now. Passes to Jacobs, who'll put up a three. No good. And Warren comes out to get the rebound. Colquitt with it to Warren. Her shot is up and missed. Jackson with the rebound is stripped of the ball. Now the shot is up and no good by Jacobs. Warren's got the ball over to Jackson, and let's see.
Jackson tossed it out. Tori Jacobs, they have a picture of the state championship team from 4 years ago here. And Jacobs is the only person who was on that team. Still around.
There is Tierra Needham. A running shot from the foul line is no good. Warren rejects the shot, and let's see if she's going to be charged with a foul or just the rejection. So the Tigers have it with 3:39 to go.
And there's that poster. Alexis Jones prominently wearing number 30 there is the, without question, the star of that team. She now at Duke University. You realize, though, that foursome that they had on, well, the talent they had for this 4 years of Alexis Jones, Carmen Jackson, Ariel Anderson, Curry Newman. In those 4 years, they had a record of 143 victories and 11 losses. Quite impressive.
Colquitt's shot from the foul line is no good. Okiki has the rebound. There is Sanchez, cross-court pass. Okiki's shot is up, no good. I beg your pardon, that was Neiman putting the shot up.
Well, they have to jack threes now. That's their only hope to get back in it.
And putting up a three is Driver. Loose ball picked up by the Tigers. Tierra Needham with it. Driving, pulls up, shoots, hits. Nice play. Needham now with 12 points.
She's had a nice game. Believe it or not, the Tigers did have a brief lead of 1 point, right? Wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Driver for three. Got it. That is her third three-pointer of the quarter.
She's come alive, hasn't she?
The Cardinals have hit 8 three-pointers in this half. The shot is up and in by Brianna Needham. Driver penetrates, shoots, no good. And the ball taken off by the Irving Tigers. Here is Sanchez. She'll try a three-pointer. It's short. Tori Jacobs with the board. The outlet pass to Colquitt. Passes to Driver, who went up with the shot. Unfortunately, she did not have the ball. But what the heck?
That's always disappointing.
Yeah. Now you see it, now you don't. And we got a timeout called.
With 1:56 left.
Well, when people look in the paper tomorrow and see the score, they'll figure, well, typical MacArthur winning it easily.
No.
But if you look at the quarter-by-quarter scores, you realize this was a very close game, right up until the closing minutes of this game.
Now look at the starting five they've had in over the last 8 years here at MAC. Odyssey Sims, Alexis Jones, Ariel Anderson, who's now down at TSU, Coria Newman at UAB. I think she's averaging about 5 points a ball game, and Demetria Foreman at UH. The talent that they've had here, and that's a woman who developed them. Although let's face it, I mean Odyssey and Alexis just had the incredible talent. And we're watching Odyssey. She's right now in the running for the Player of the Year honors in college. Leads the NCAA in scoring at 31 points a ball game. They had a terrific ball game earlier this week against UConn, but UConn winning it to break the Lady Bears home winning streak that was, I think, around 55 or something like that. 69. Oh, I was only off by 14.
This is Okiki with the jumper. Shot followed up by Needham, no good. Jackson gets the board, and let's see what they're going to call. An infraction, so Irving has got the ball underneath their basket. Dillingham with it. Dillingham runs into Jackson.
Jackson didn't move.
Jackson didn't move. No, not at all. Dillingham did, though.
Oh, yeah.
And she'll get 2 shots from the line. Both teams in the bonus. Boy, the Tigers are not going to win this game, but I'll tell you one thing. They have got all kinds of bragging rights, really. They have played a great game.
I give them a lot of credit. Hey, look, they have really worked hard here tonight. Bottom line, Mac's just a better team, but I love how far they've come since we've seen them earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Now, we watched them earlier. They beat the tar out of Nimitz. But, of course, Nimitz has their problems, too.
Sure. Tigers with the ball. Tiara Needham feeds Sanchez. Her shot no good. Fadeaway shot no good. Okiki had it go off her hand, so the Cardinals will have the ball. A 12-point lead and a minute 13 remaining in the game.
Nimitz' only district win is over R.L. Turner in the first half. As you see, they dish it out. Kind of makes you wonder just how bad Turner is when we see them.
Well, Turner has the girls' team.
They're 0-20.
Played 20 games, and they've lost them all. This is Driver taking some time off and is fouled, so she'll go to the line, shooting 1-1.
We'll see these Lady Tigers play them. That'll be our last regular season game of the year we'll do. And we'll hopefully do some playoff games.
I can't remember the last time we have seen an R.L. Turner team in basketball. Driver hits the first shot. She has 10 points in this quarter, 13 for the game.
Well, they are not an athletic powerhouse school, that's for sure. Sanchez loses it. And Cardinal ball.
Colquitt backs into offensive court.
30 seconds left.
This is Warren. Back to Jacobs. That's Warren. Her shot banks it in off the glass. Here is Tiara Needham with the ball. Drives, and that's it. So it's all over. The Cardinals have won it 55-39. Pulling away here in the fourth quarter. They had a 5-point lead and then really aced it up. 55-39 our final score. We'll be back in just a moment.